So I was at a rave, only eating some grapes, yogurt, honey. My throat is so sore, it hurts a ton. Check my Oura ring. I got no sleep because I guess my ears are ringing the whole time. They're still ringing now. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty exhausted, but like my body just hasn't caught up yet. Yeah, awake the whole time, which is crazy. Went up to pee a lot. Yeah, I think this would be a cool post rave episode. Um, but yeah, I guess the feeling is like pretty tired right now. I'm not too down yet. Like I feel like I'm still a bit buzzed from last night, maybe, and tomorrow maybe I'll crash. So I'm definitely gonna try have an early night tonight and just rest and recover so I can really have a solid day of work on Monday. Um, I've been vlogging, which has been cool, sort of filming my day to day, 24 hours, what it's like behind the scenes. So that has been fun. But yeah, overall, really can't complain. Like life is good. I've been really looking forward and expecting the come down, expecting the exhaustion and really trying to feel it. Because I think if you look for it, feel it, process it, let it flow through you, you're going to be able to recover much, much more quicker. I don't know why my throat is so sore. Like I wasn't yelling that much. Mm, well, not too sure. Maybe it's because I was when I got home, I smoked a bit, and maybe since I was like all numb, maybe I just like took really rough draws that would have normally sort of I would have felt it in my throat, but since I was numb, I kept drawing the smoke and I didn't realize. So that might be the reason why. No, it's weird. Like last night, I really one of the takeaways is sort of picking. Like there's many ways I could have spent the night, but I was like, okay, there's option A, there's option B. Option A, I can sort of predict what the outcome is going to be. Option B, I really can't. So I went with option B. And I think that framework has been pretty helpful of like go with the option that you can't predict whenever making a decision. And you're trying to pick between two things. What else did I learn from last night? So the power of being present, being there, being now, not worried about too much time we have left. Um, Another key important thing was like the importance of just sort of staying in one spot. Usually I like to move around, but this time we just stayed in one spot and eventually we got to know people around us. And eventually, like, there were just so many familiar faces all the time. So I think staying in one spot is also very, very cool. And you sort of attract like-minded people. So that was another important takeaway. Sort of not being too afraid and sort of scared. I think so. I was just saying hi to everyone. I didn't really care. Um, and so just continue being friendly. But at the same time, everyone's sort of in their own world. So people are saying yes, hi, like that, they're sort of brushing me off. And realizing that, hey, like life is a numbers game where for every 10 people you say hi to, one person's going to be really cool and the other nine are probably going to just brush you off. And that is okay. Um, yeah. And if that's happening in like a rave like setting where everyone's sort of high, everyone's happy. Imagine what's going to be like in real life, the rejection. But you want to just keep saying hey, talking to people with no expectations, with no fear, because only good can come from it. Really trying to like I'm starting to feel the exhaustion hit me, and I don't want to fight it. I want to sort of let it through me. Like after this, I might lie down in the sun for a bit. Hopefully, the honey is going to help with my throat, and then the grapes is going to just help me with vitamin C. Any other takeaways from last night? The power of going with like friends that really look out for you. I went with two other friends. It was pretty crazy. Like we were all three of us were in our own world. It's sort of like you know how Batman, I mean Justice League, there's like the movie that got released, and then there's a syndicate, and how it's like both the same movie but it's completely different. Me and my two friends, like us three, we all went to the same event, but we all had three different experiences. So that was pretty cool to see how like even when you're sort of all together, everyone's going through their own journey. Um, yeah. Also the power of just like being being present and just having fun on your own and creating that own bubble, and you naturally attract people. I think like the people that I didn't expect to attract, like people who would have might have been standoffish, people that might have been like a bit, yeah, like sort of like they're like in a more grumpy mood, like surprisingly, like they would say hi. And the people that were happy, like we didn't really click. So it's sort of just sort of going with the flow, seeing what comes. That's another takeaway. You know what? I think that's the main takeaways. Thought I was going to be able to talk for at least half an hour about last night, but I think that's sort of about it. I might go through my list of notes that I usually have, and knock out some of them because I'm starting to gain some energy right now. But sort of yeah, I was struggling to like actually sleep, and I'm slowly got changed, made myself breakfast. I'm here now with you guys, so I think that also is like the pros is you're sort of doing work, you're moving, and like now if I do this, I'll probably be able to sleep. And it's sort of like just building momentum, gaining energy, getting work done, feeling productive. Whereas the downside is I might be tired. This might not actually allow me to rest. But I think it will, because I feel like energy comes from momentum, from doing things, doing work. Mm, and another con is I'm just gonna feel shit. Like if you're working and like I have to do something difficult, it's a really big sort of hump I have to go ahead and do. So yeah, let's go through my usual notes. I think I've gotten a lot of different things this week. 28 things. Number one, people don't respect money, nice things, being well dressed, traveling, telling school stories, being organized. People respect passion, true kindness, security, courageousness, fearlessness, taking the path less taken. Wow, that's very true. Like, I have a feeling like I have a lot of sort of successful entrepreneurs that have a ton of money, that are really successful financially, but they're a fan of me. And they're a fan of like my fearlessness. They're a fan of my near-death experiences. They're a fan of me doing random things that are usually would be out of people's comfort zones. I think people sort of respect courageous people. Like Alexander the Great was really courageous. He would go in the front line of war himself personally as a king. Yeah. Number two, I realized I always shoot out of my league where I'm always like really into girls that are currently out of my league, but and in 6 months' time has a solid shot. Just like a random observation I've had. Number three, how you rebuttal to others will get rebutted to you. Mm. For example, I had a friend that was telling me that I was doing a lot of spotlighting. Spotlighting meaning I'd always talk about how I gave so much to others, I help others, I'm there for others, and no one's there for me type deal. So I'm always spotlighting myself, or at that time I was. I was sort of complaining about it. But I have a feeling that ironically, he's gonna go through the exact same thing. Another example, but another friend that was helping me with my education company, and they weren't following what I was suggesting. So it's probably going to come back around where that friend, they have their own business with other friends as well. And I can see how they have something they want to suggest, but no one's jumping on it. So it's what comes around goes around basically, but it happens with rebuttals and arguments. Um, yeah, yeah, my ears are ringing. I'm feeling my energy dip. Maybe it's the food. Maybe I was in ketosis before I ate. Next point. Only noobs follow 48 laws of power. The pros just be themselves. Like if you're a real G, not like taking like being slow to reply, waiting people to come to you, not accepting gifts. Like a real G, like all the pros, they're just themselves. Emotions, exhaustion flow through. Like something has been stopping the exhaustion, and I think a floodgate might hit me tonight, this afternoon. Yeah. Number five, you can only outgrow someone if you're not watching them. Because when you're watching someone, you're following them. And when you're following someone, you can't get ahead of them. Now, I think this should happen when you're neck and neck. Just like how in a race, you're neck and neck, and at the end, there's a good chance if you put on blinders and could not see where the other person was, you'd probably be able to go faster. In most scenarios, you don't have blinders, you see where they're at, you're constantly matching their pace, and it's hard for you to sort of overtake them. Because I do see there's motivation in following people that are far ahead of you and using that to learn, get lessons. But it's not the best to sort of, if you want to outgrow someone that's sort of neck and neck with you, yeah, it's not good to watch them, follow them. So I'd recommend you mute those people and yeah. Mm. Number six, in today's economy, everyone is weak at the moment. People are weak, people are fragile, people are addicted to their phones and TikTok. So if you're only giving slightly more value, creating like okay stories that are actual stories, not montages that's copying everyone else. If you're organizing okay outings where half people flake, but something still happens and you organized it, because like nowadays, like no one's organizing things anymore. Like if you do this, you'll stand out and dominate. Yeah. Just because you have no competition, like no one's creating actual stories, no one's doing cool day in their life vlogs anymore because that takes work. Um, and no one's organizing things, bringing people together. But I guess it is a bit harder to do these things as more and more people want to just stay at home and don't want to go out. But if you do organize something and people do come out, you're the guy, you're the G, and there's like no competition. I can't believe like I've only I'm like 15, 16, 17 minutes in and I'm tired. I'm so tired already. I don't know how short I want to cut this. You know what? I'm gonna spend the rest of this episode of you guys. I'm gonna do like this. I don't know. This is probably not gonna perform really well. I'm gonna like sort of sit in silence with you guys, eat food with you guys, tell you how I'm feeling. So if someone's coming down from a rave, a festival, they can jump to this section and just sort of vibe it out with me as I've gotten out of bed, eaten some food, gotten some sunlight, and now I'm tapping back into reality. And as I'm doing so, the exhaustion is setting in, the headache is setting in, sore throat, my eyelids, my muscles, my shoulders, everything's just sort of like letting go. I want to play some music, but one, I don't want to get copyrighted strike. But two, let's try play some music, YOLO. I was a bit worried, like, it's not going to let me really let go. I'm going to tap back into it. But let's give it a try. Let's see, what am I feeling? Dude, I might still be on. Damn. What the hell? It's like 11:49, so it's been like 12 hours since I've gotten home. Oh shit. Oh, something I should have done last night. Vibe to music before I slept. Add that to my checklist. I have like a rave checklist. What to do after. Wow. Tens is coming to Australia. Oh, and specific stuff, my friend.
Something in the darkness that you hide, something that you don't want to show. You're reaching for a light that you can't find, but I'm knocking at your door. If I could follow where you go, give me chasing all the shadows on your skin, watching as they dance in the tide. Tell me all your secrets will keep along until the day they die. If you I could follow where you go, give me and love me everywhere you go.
Try for another friend. No, it's fine. I'm trying to think, should I? Oh, YOLO. Did my friend call another friend. But everyone's like busy. If Grace picks up. Feeling the rejections. It's just obviously everyone's busy, but yeah, my like emotions, my sort of confidence are sort of like much lower as I'm coming down. Let me feel it. Let it go through me. Starting to feel the headache. If I pause the music and I sit in silence, I do feel that sort of that low energy, that sadness, that little Andy feels very vulnerable right now. But I think the best thing you can do is sort of talk about how you feel. Don't fight it and really just feel how you feel. Yeah. Like I feel like little Andy, like just wants a hug right now. But then I'm lying in bed. I can't really knock out. I'm like in like fetus position. I just can't sleep. Like I got a headache. My ears are still ringing. So I'm in this weird limbo. I can't get rest, but I can't really work and just push through the day. Well, maybe I'll try. I'll try slowly work and push through the day. We'll see. Let's do a bit of meditation. I'm observing my thoughts, observing my brain, feeling my body, observing it from a third perspective. Let this school go. I don't know if I followed her last night, but when I checked this morning, I didn't like the requested is not wasn't there. So I just followed again. We'll see. We'll see. If I get double rejected, I guess I get double rejected. No, that's so cute. Just saw the story of my friend's baby just growing so quickly. Okay, back to meditating. Title of this episode might be like, "Watch me recover from a rave." That's basically what you guys are doing. Ugh. I'll try get some exercise in today. I'll try. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. Yeah, my ears are hella ringing. Like now I'm meditating, my ears are ringing still. Crazy. I guess I should have used the earbuds, but like I don't know, like when you put it in, everything sound muffled. Like it felt like you're not listening to like you can't really hear the music. I guess I'm bearing with the consequences now. Yeah, I'm struggling to sort of observe my own thoughts. Like one, I'm hearing a bit of the ringing. My brain just feels numb and tired, like I have a light headache. Um, and that headache is overpowering. So let me focus on the headache feeling and feel that. Was it there's like an exhaustion type headache feeling as well? Imagine doing like those like 2, 3, 4 day raves where they just play music all night. You wake up and you're hearing music. That's crazy. I guess like it'll be like me vibing 10, 15 minutes ago. Slowly recharge, gain energy for another hard night. You might want to sit in the sun, just use an ear picker, clear my ears. Um, yeah, I think I might do that as well. Time is flying so slowly. Like usually these episodes fly by, but yeah, I guess last night time it did feel like it went for a long time. It felt short but long at the same time. But to be honest, like if I went a bit easier last night, I'd probably be in the same situation now. So just tired, low energy, had a good fun night the night before, back to reality. So I don't think things would have been much different. Um, One thing that would have, if I should have kept, I was supposed to have lunch or dinner cooking for Ed and Simon tonight, but I ended up changing the plans and yeah, sort of plans went to shit. Now I'm alone and doing nothing on a Sunday, which is fine. Gives me a chance to recover. But that would have been nice. All right, let me wrap this up now. This is a very, very interesting episode. I'm gonna go sit in the sun, maybe try to nap, clear out my ears, relax. And if I have energy, try to get some more work done. If not, then just rest all day. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.